What element is ether? This question has puzzled many researchers of Greek mythology, alchemical chemistry, and early physics. Ether was the fifth element in alchemical chemistry and early physics. It was the name given to the material that was believed to fill the universe beyond the terrestrial sphere. The belief in ether as an element was held by medieval alchemists, Greeks, Buddhists, Hindus, the Japanese, and the Tibetan Bon. But what exactly is ether and how did it come to be seen as an element in various cultural and scientific traditions? In Greek mythology, ether was considered to be the pure upper air that the gods breathed, in contrast to the normal air breathed by mortals. It was also thought to be the air that the gods and goddesses, such as Zeus and Hera, used to breathe in the heavens. Ether was said to be the most pure and divine element, and as such, it was associated with the divine and the supernatural. It was believed to be the material that filled the universe beyond the terrestrial sphere, and it was thought to be the substance that made up the stars, planets, and other celestial bodies. In this way, ether was seen as the element that connected the terrestrial realm to the divine realm, and it was thought to be the medium through which the gods and goddesses communicated with mortals. In alchemical chemistry, ether was believed to be the element that existed in the space between the celestial bodies. It was thought to be the substance that filled the universe and allowed for the transmission of light and other forms of energy. Alchemists believed that ether was the most pure and perfect substance, and they thought that it had the power to transform base metals into gold, cure diseases, and even confer immortality. They also believed that ether was the material that made up the philosopher's stone, which was thought to have the power to transmute base metals into gold and confer immortality. In early physics, ether was thought to be the medium through which light and other forms of electromagnetic radiation traveled. It was believed to be a substance that filled the universe and allowed for the transmission of light and other forms of energy. Physicists believed that ether was the medium through which light and other forms of electromagnetic radiation traveled, and they thought that it was the substance that made up the fabric of space and time. They also believed that ether was the medium through which gravity and other forces acted, and they thought that it was the substance that allowed for the transmission of forces and energies between the celestial bodies. In Buddhism, ether was thought to be the element that existed in the space between the celestial bodies. It was believed to be the medium through which the gods and goddesses communicated with mortals, and it was thought to be the substance that allowed for the transmission of light and other forms of energy. Buddhists believed that ether was the material that filled the universe and allowed for the transmission of forces and energies between the celestial bodies.